Good morning. Aloha from tropical Montana. Montana Skywatchers 1 and 2. This is Samuel Hofman. How's your day going? Hopefully, okay, good. We can get that down. Doing a little quick heads up. Today is July 15th, and as most of you know, they're out at the site on Facebook that I put out a new drawing every month around the 15th, and I did a new one today, and I posted it for you folks out there today. And this is part two of the June file group of member picks from everybody and from around the world and stuff. And I figured I'd give you the quick transitions of what's been going on. Now, click on this and see if we can get in there. There's been a lot of really cool sightings. Everybody's been really seeing a lot of full-on planet shots. Attu's moon. Behind what it is Nibiru back here and huge and back in the distance is what's causing the flaring here because it's partially cutting off the sun on this side. Anyway, I'm going to do a really quick video today because I've only got so much room left on my OneDrive, and then I'm going to try and get it recorded real fast and then thrown out to you folks, and then I'm going to have to figure out a new set of programs again to do because I'm out of room. Anyway, Attu's moon, Attu, we've got the green color of Nepesity showing through because she is following directly behind Attu in the cross pattern. A lot of really cool changes have been going on. Yuri has moved up. Here again, this is the object cluster group. It's running underneath and near Attu's moon, which is usually what's doing the ion drag-off clouds, and Attu is here in the background behind it. And as we transition and around underneath the group of planets, which is moving slightly farther past us as time goes by, sometimes we're staring at them from underneath. Again, here we see Attu, Attu's moon. Nibiru behind that. We see cutoffs, we see illumination changes, we see a lot of really weird ion drag-off clouds between the bottoms of these planets and the other ones, including Uri and Nepesity. Now, Nepesity has been coming in from the left-hand side underneath Uri, and as Uri and Attu and everybody swings over the top of us during the day on a daily rounding pass, we've been seeing close passes of Nepesity as well. Now, there's a lot of red illumination because we know that those you on Montana Skywatchers know that the Saturn is near the sun and getting bigger and closer. So this is where the red hueing comes in here. We have this illumination here, which is showing you Attu's moon. Here's Attu again. Here, right over here in the background is Nepesity in this circle. Here you have Uri and Saru behind and Nibiru behind that. Moving along. That last one was from Hong Kong again. Eileen Chang is doing great work. Thank you very much. This is more discharging from passing planets. Now, guys, keep your attention. Electric universe, not gravitational. So these are discharges. Here's a really cool pic. This is Attu Stripe. Now this came in, I believe, from Florida the other day, and if it's your pic, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I wish we had their name tagged up on top. It used to do something like that, but it has a tendency to change labels when you put it in a file, and I apologize for that, and I appreciate your shot. Now, the next picture besides this is an old picture of Attu from about 2015, which is this one. And if you look, they match really, really well. So, you know, we've had thousands and thousands of pictures of Attu. Attu is literally the most photographed of all the planets. It's amazing how often we capture that for being one of the smaller gas giants. Purple, 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 but sometimes deep blue. Anyway, I'm going to try and get this real fast through here. Here's Nepesity crossing overhead again. She is coming in at daily pass right behind Attu, and that's where we're getting all this flooding all over the East Coast. Here again, this is Uri. And this was where Nepesity was off and behind. And now the whole transition this is James's picture. And if you look at the date, it's actually a little old. But I wanted to show that Uri does have this lower base tutu, what we call tutu, like wearing a little ballerina's tutu. And I know that a lot of people have heard that, but maybe they've never connected it. But anyway, Nepesity is back here. Attu has moved over here. It's striped Attu. Anyway, here again, we have an enlarged bottom crescent illumination. I believe that to be Nibiru with Attu's moon. They transition over the top of our heads, and it changes a lot. And you guys just got to stick to color, size, and location. Attu we know is purple. We know that Nibiru is behind Attu recently. Here again, we have Uri And the greenish hue is coming from Nepenthe, which is coming back in under and behind Nepenthe. Attu's moon, Attu, Nibiru back here. You can see the light illumination. If you guys get used to these shapes over time, you'll start to understand it. Here again, we have literally Nibiru back here, Attu's moon on this side. Now, you got the sun going here, so this is probably a huge, huge shot of Nibiru with Attu's moon and then Attu. It's hard to call sometimes, but you have to look for what's going on. The drag-off clouds, this could be the OCG for all I know. It's really hard to tell all the time unless you have a wider panned picture. Anyway, here's a really great shot. Attu, Nibiru, Uri. Now, I'm not so totally sure of the validity of this picture, but it's a killer shot in my book. You know, sometimes we got to give a little bit on the flares and all the crazy stuff and say, okay, yeah, we know something is there, and then when it starts to match, then I kind of go with it, whether it's a great shot or not. But in my book, that's a huge, huge round. Okay, this is a fantastic shot. I love this. Here is Attu's moon, the object cluster group coming in, the movement, you know, the cold gaseous airs. You know, it's really hard. This is Attu's bubbly bottom. I want you to look at the size of that versus the house. Here's another one. Attu's bottom, we got the greenish of Nepenthe, and if you look, the cumulus nimbus clouds are being pressured from above. This is an entirely different atmosphere pushing down our cumulus nimbus because those go to the top, and as you can see, they're quite highly risen. Here again, Attu's bubbly, bubbly bottom. We've been seeing it a lot, and these are all recent pictures within the last couple of weeks, you know. So this means, you know, pay attention because we've got some close passing planets here. We've got like 2 of them in a row. You got Attu and literally Nepenthe following in so many shots now that it's hard to argue with. Here again, it's Attu crossing over, and we know Uri's over here. We know that his Saturn is in this range somewhere on that side of the sun, and you got the coming up pictures of the new drawing, and you'll be able to compare it. Here again, we've got Attu, we've got Nibiru, we've got Uri, we've got Nepenthe, we've got the reddish color. Over and over again, this matches. Now, these things are huge when they come over the top of it. Look at the size of this. See the tree? See the size of this Mantis cloud? This is the bottom of a gas giant planet. There is nothing in our atmosphere that makes that. Come on. How come the world is not seeing this? Europe is currently getting their butt kicked. So I got to keep going. I know I'm running out of time. Attu purple. We know about the snail foot. We know about the electrical repulsion. Come on, guys, get along. This is Nepenthe coming back in. This matches, I mean, literally almost an exact copy of a picture I have from 2014, 2015. This is Nepenthe, and she is the rain bomb. Okay, I mean, I don't know about even if this is a drawing or what, but this is a cool shot, so I figured I'd throw that in there. But you guys, there's little stuff under the big stuff. Object cluster group is illuminated because it's separate, it's lower, it starts to shine, it stands out. Can't miss it, guys. It's the same shape over and over again. Here it is. Thanks for your photos, guys. Anyway, moving along as fast as I can. Attu's moon, Nibiru. See the dark shadowing? See how light it is here? Another planet up there. Come on, you guys can get this. This is a killer shot. I love it. This is when Attu was still crossing over to the right-hand side. And in some locations, it does it on a daily basis, and you get to see this. But, I mean, this is a backlit, because the atmosphere is shining, the sun is shining on the back part of this planet, so it comes out the center of the atmosphere. It's called a backlit focal flare. All right. Can't argue with these planets. They're here, guys. They're huge. I've been telling you this for 7 years. Anyway, here's what it was in June. Uri was over here, and Nepenthe was coming. Attu has been moving over. The object cluster group crawling. Now, Ceres was back here, but I didn't draw it in because it gets confusing. But in the next picture, as you can see, I did draw it in. Uri has moved up and slightly more distant, but she does come over the top of us. Nepenthe comes along right behind Attu, and I imagine that Saturn is going along with the group, and that's why we're seeing a lot more of the red. Anyway, moving along. All right, you guys got to look for the dark shadows up there. This is object cluster group up in here. There's all kinds of stuff up in there, the dark. Check your darks first. Don't look for the light. Look for the dark first. All right, look for the dark. Can't believe I doubled. Anyway, this is the bottom of Nepacity. People are starting to see this inside it. It's an illuminated core. And this could actually be a tattoo with Nepacity behind it right here. Because that looks more like snail foot. See, now I make a mistake, and sometimes I look at stuff, but they've been coming in 1, 2. So this is entirely possible. Notice the green color versus the snail foot type appearance. Add two's moon, etc. Now, see, I screw up. I still make mistakes. Hi, guys out there. You heard it again. All right. Lead object to object cluster group. It's been coming in. Everybody's been citing it. It's huge. It's now separate of the major overall object cluster group. Trying to give you the July heads up real fast. Moving along. Okay, guys, we cannot argue with these sightings. These are frickin' planets. There's another one behind this one, and there's Atu's moon. The illumination comes from the sun being cut off and then refracting between these planets. Aloha from tropical Montana, Skywatcher Samuel Hofman saying to you guys, have a great day. Sorry I'm not doing a lot of videos, but things have changed and I've been quite summer busy. You guys have a really good day. Thank you. Take care.